Hi, I'm Linda Fox. I'm senior reporter with PhocusWire, and I'm in the PhocusWire studio at the Phocuswright conference. I'm delighted to welcome Zolon Wilkins. He's VP Travel, Transportation, Hospitality and Logistics for Sutherland. Welcome.
Thank you, Linda. Very nice to see you.
So, just as you look at the travel technology landscape, what do you think are the main challenges facing the industry?
Well, I think if you think about the industry itself, dating back probably to about the 1960s, that's when a lot of the legacy platforms and technologies, which the industry operates on today, still operates on.
Yeah,
right.
100%.
Because of these legacy technologies, anytime we want to innovate, anytime we want to transform them, it requires a lot of heavy lifting. It requires a lot of time, effort, and energy. Oftentimes, we don't see the business case and the use case come out of that, right? From our perspective, we kind of turn our attention from these legacy models into really kind of looking at what some of these new gen players are doing today, right? Companies like Airbnb, companies like Lyft, right? These platform economy companies have really all built their businesses around the customer experience, right? So they really kind of thought about the business outcomes first and what their desire around the experience was. And that's how they then created their platforms, their tools, and their technologies, right? What we see in that is what we would define as a design-led digital transformation. And that's how we really kind of view the industry. We think there's legacy challenges, but we also think there's a lot of new gen players that are really driving the customer experience transformation, really much more from a customer experience perspective, but also as they build out their, new gen technologies.
Okay. Now, where do you see the role of automation in driving optimization and revenue?
Yeah, I mean, that's a good question, because from my standpoint, I really see, automation and AI really as an enabler of the business outcomes, which result in a cost reduction or a revenue optimization, right? So, when we kind of take a step back and we look and we think about using the term, use the term quite frequently, right? Experience-led digital transformation. Often what we do is we really design the experience first, right? We really look at what are the business outcomes we're looking to achieve. And then we begin to adopt the tools and the technologies which we want to leverage to enable, these business outcomes, which we've sort of designed. And so again, from my perspective, I really think about this much more from an outcome-based standpoint. And I leverage these tools as part of my complete transformation to really help the customer drive, some revenue optimization, some cost reduction, et cetera. And that's how we kind of work with our customers.
Okay, great. So how should companies be using data and analytics to provide insight on travel behavior?
Yeah, so from a data and analytics standpoint, we see data and analytics used very heavily, today within demand forecasting, in travel. We see it in a lot of different aspects in terms of kind of how we sort of work and conduct our business with our travel partners and our customers. I think where we really see it today and kind of what we see as a trend in the market and in the industry today, and where we're putting a lot of effort, is really around personalization. Sure. Right. And we really believe that, enabling, a personalized experience across the entire customer journey, is really kind of where, the industry's headed. That's how we're leveraging these technologies and tools. And that's how we're really focusing in. I mean, really delivering that enriched omni-channel customer experience where, where I'm really, where me, right? You're really, kind of guiding me through my transaction, right? Guiding me through my journey. I mean, some of these companies that I've seen today, and I think one of them's here is like Hostel World. I'm not sure if you've seen them, but they're actually using, AI analytics and personalization to actually create social communities for travelers, right? If I'm a young traveler and I'm actually going to a destination, based on my persona and my preferences, they're actually designing my experience for me before I even get there and telling me where I may want to hang out or which party I may want to go to or which site I may want to go see or tour, right? And so we're seeing a lot of these developments in travel today, but we really think personalization is a very core focus of the industry and kind of where it's headed.
And similarly, data analytics across organizations to drive operational efficiency? Is that, is it the same kind of usage coming in there?
Absolutely. Yeah, we certainly do that. Now, from our perspective, when we think about how we use analytics within the operation, we're using data and analytics to tune a lot of the technologies that we use for the automation, right? So whether it be intelligent automation or robotics that we may apply into a particular process to automate a process, we absolutely use data and analytics to do that. We have a number of natural language processing tools and technologies within our business.
Okay.
We use analytics to tune those to continuously improve how they interact with customers. And so those are a couple of examples of kind of how we use analytics and kind of data in operations today.
Okay, great. Now, obviously, generative AI on everybody's lips and theme of the conference. So how do you see its use in driving better customer experiences and reducing costs?
Yeah, so I mean, from our standpoint, in the way that I really see it, I really see generative AI being an enriching and enabler of the customer experience. A lot of the use cases that we're seeing today, particularly out in the industry, are centered around how can I use Gen AI to improve how I interact with a customer in some aspect of their journey, right? Now, it could be in the booking process where they're shopping for content and really trying to design the experience they want to have.
Sure.
It could be if I'm a traveler and I'm actually on trip. It could be how I communicate and enrich the experience that I give the customer, maybe during a flight disruption or some sort of a travel disruption.
Yeah.
It could be, as we discussed a moment ago, with like Hostel World, where they're creating these enriched experiences for travelers as they reach their destination.
Yeah.
And so we really see this as a very powerful tool. We see it as somewhat early stage in many respects, but we believe that it will absolutely help transform the way that the machine itself interacts with humans, right? And we believe it'll become more intelligent over time. It'll continue to get better, and it'll be an integral part of the overall experience.
So then, just as we wrap up, how can we best harness man plus machine to bring innovation and value?
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, one of the things I think I'd say up front is that, let's don't forget that man actually made the machine.
Yeah.
Right. But over time, what we're seeing and what we're witnessing today is that the machine is continuously becoming more intelligent, and it becomes much more able to interact at the human level. And I believe that as this occurs, that will then give us the ability to continually improve the ways and the uses of how we leverage technology, particularly in the customer journey and the customer experience process, right? I mean, I think it certainly enables us to design and deliver a much more personalized experience for a traveler.
Sure.
I believe that it automates the way, it will improve how work gets done, right? Because it enables us to automate certain types of transactions and certain interactions that we have with customers. It improves the overall self-service environment that we would have, with a customer. And again, I think it's kind of what I mentioned before. If we really kind of think about this and kind of bring it all together and kind of, it may be a common statement, I think from an industry level perspective, if our focus is really to continue to drive towards enabling that completely enriched omni-channel customer experience, I believe these technologies and the marriage between the symbiotic relationship between man and machine will continue to evolve. And I believe that it will, and I believe we'll continue to see significant progress over the years to come.
Great. Zolon, thank you so much for joining us.
Yes, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.